What's up, you guys? It's your girl Tia Simone, and thanks for tuning into my channel. In today's video, I'll be discussing some things that will most likely happen to you because they happen to me and usually happen to a lot of other people when you lose someone you love. Whether it be your cousin, your uncle, your aunt, your great-great-great-great-great-granny, no matter who it is, these 10 things will most likely happen to you. We are going to get into a few things that have been really heavy on my heart, especially because I've been looking through YouTube and I don't really see any videos on this type of content, especially content that isn't like made by robots. This has that one tone like, stuff that's happening to you, facts that you should know. Okay, I watch a lot of stuff about facts. I'm a nerd, my bad. Something that will definitely happen when you lose a loved one is family members and people will come out of the woodworks. When my mother passed, so many people were contacting me, especially with all these new social media platforms coming out. People were hitting me up on Instagram, on Facebook, probably even Twitter if I actually had my Twitter up and running. It was nothing wrong with it, but it definitely caught me off guard. I did not expect so many people to be calling me, so many numbers I didn't know, so many long conversations and long lost memories that people were telling me about my mother that really sometimes consoled me, and then sometimes I wish they probably wouldn't even have said anything. But besides that, there's nothing wrong with meeting people you don't know and getting to know people that were a part of that special person's life. Happening number 2, people will definitely let you know who they really are. And when I say that, I mean that when someone in your family or someone close to you dies, people will show you their true colors. When my mom passed, I really didn't know who to trust at that moment. I'm an only child, at least I was raised as an only child, so I really didn't know who I could trust. I knew for a fact that certain people in my family were no-goes, but soon enough, like literally hours, days, and seconds after the issue happened, I saw who people really were and what they stood for. So please, all of you are going through grief, please keep your eyes peeled like a banana peel, like a whatever else peels out here. Please, please, please do not let grief fool you. I cannot lie, I've been fooled by a couple people, but hey, everybody plays the fool one day, right? But honestly, people will show you their true colors. I lost a couple friends. Some people really couldn't understand. Hey, it's nothing wrong with it because some people are in your life for a reason, some people are there for a season, and either way, as long as you guys make great memories with each other, there's no reason to, regret the experience and memories made with that person. Just bless them and peace out. Alright, you guys, this is my favorite tip of things that are going to happen when your family member passes or your close one or whoever. Guess what? Hold on, I gotta get up for this. Guess what? People not gonna give a fuck. Did you hear me? People are not going to give a fuck that your whoever died. Life goes on, and I had to realize that. Just because my mother was killed doesn't mean anything. People die every day, B. Oh wow. I actually had somebody tell me like, we are gonna die. And I'm like, I was expecting you to be a little bit, you know, understanding or whatever. But I mean, hey, I realized after my mother passed that not everybody has the same type of relationship that we had. I was definitely very close to my mother. Really loved her, my best friend. You know, I didn't have siblings, so growing up, so she was my sibling, my cousin, my role model. She was my everything. So everything I know about life is because of her. So yeah, you have to just be okay with knowing that everybody is not going to share that same level of grief with you, especially like, when it first happens, yes, everybody's gonna be like, oh, I got your back, you know, call me if you need anything, da 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 da. But mind you, you're probably gonna be getting like 200 calls a day, a week. It's gonna be a lot of people calling you. So especially when the situation is like as severe as mine was, people are gonna be calling you. They want to know what's going on. When I tell you it was a lot, it was a lot. But over time, people are going to start to care less and less and less, and their tolerance of hearing about the story or just knowing anything, just hearing about your parent dying or your whoever dying is going to get really old to them. They're not going to care anymore. They're going to be like, okay, can you get over it? Go to counseling, sis. Go to counseling. I don't care. I don't care. My grandmammy died. Well, something that will definitely happen when someone in your family dies is people will grieve differently. Excuse me. People will grieve differently, and it's okay. Some people like to cry. Some people don't cry until they're alone. Some people like to cry out in the open. Some people don't cry at all. Some people laugh. Some people, people are their own. God gave us our own minds to do what we want to do. So therefore, people will grieve differently, and that's okay. Overall, it is okay to agree to disagree about the way we all grieve. For me, I'm personally a crier, but I don't really like to cry in front of people that I don't know, because when you start to cry, people want to hug you, and you don't want to be all caught up in everybody underarm, you know what I'm saying? Like, woo, what's that? You know what I'm saying? Too much BO going on for me. But overall, yeah, I just try my best not to cry in front of everybody, and me and my uncle actually practice this. It's so funny because I am a crybaby. I can't lie. I'm a crybaby. Always been a crybaby. I cried on the movie Coco. I cried at Lion King. I cried with the Firefly and Princess and the Frog. I'm sorry. I'm a crier, and I cannot help it. So when my mother was killed, I was definitely like a fire. Alligator tears, fireworks, whatever you want to call it, I did it. And me and my uncle actually had to practice me not crying, of him not hugging me when I cried, because he was like, Tia, when all of us are gone, you're going to be here by yourself, and there's going to be nobody to hug you. So you have to be strong, and just know that your mother is with you spiritually no matter what. You are her, or a part of her, and there's no reason you just got to be strong overall. This one is a good one. This one is a good one. This one is a good one. Okay, this one is, people will try to relate when they cannot relate. Look, my mama was killed, okay? She was murdered. Don't try to relate that to your grandmama having cancer. Don't try to relate your grandma having cancer to your stepdaddy like cutting his hand off. I don't know, no, you can't relate those two. Don't try to relate, just don't try to relate violent crime to health concerns and health problems. Like, what are you talking about? I've had so many people say, yeah, my mom was killed too, cancer took her out. I'm like, I ain't trying to disrespect no cancer survivors, but I mean, you got one thing that's sudden and one thing that's over a long period of time. People will try to relate on anything. When I tell you they just want to make you feel like they understand where you're coming from, I just wish that they wouldn't. I'm like, please do not try to understand where I'm coming from. Please just be a listening ear. Don't try to relate, boo. It's cool. It's cool. Just because you rock Louis don't mean you gotta understand what it feels like to wear Versace. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what it feels like to wear either one of those pants. They probably feel the same, but I'm just saying, don't try to say you know what it's like to be in the Bloods because you're a Crip. I'm hoping that sounds like kind of close. No. Don't say you know what it's like to be homeless when you live in a freaking mansion your whole life with butlers. Because one time you went on a camping trip. That's how I feel like it is when people try to compare different situations that really have nothing to do with each other just to, I guess, add their 2 cents. Just listen. Please. Please. Por favor. People are gonna be looking for handouts like scavengers, and I'm not talking hyenas. I'm talking about big neck vultures. And it's okay, because you just gotta know how to shoot vultures, shoot them right out of your life. Because you ain't rich, you ain't got no money, okay? Like I said, on a serious note though, people are gonna be looking for handouts. I mean, what else are funerals for but to figure out what they leave me, what they got, do they have a will, all of that type of stuff. And as I've been saying all throughout the video, it's okay. Just don't let your grief corrupt your mind, okay? Don't let your feelings hinder you. You will be vulnerable, and people will try to take advantage of that vulnerableness, if that's even a word. Yeah, people will come after you because they know you're sad, you're crying, and you don't really know what to do. So, especially if you're like a young person. I'm 23 years old. Somebody like me who I was like dumbfounded. Like I had no idea what I should do. Very confused. It really didn't have anybody that I could trust and turn to. So if you have somebody that you can trust and turn to, that you know right away, that you don't have to make any second guesses about, you are winning. But if you don't, always double take all suggestions, but always triple think things for yourself, and make sure you think about all the possible consequences, of your actions. The world will have to go on without your loved one. As sad as it is already for you, you will have to come to the realization that after my family member or whoever passes, that I have to move on with my life, and so will everyone else around you. People can't sit there and, pat you on the back for the rest of your life. Worse things have happened to other people, and you have to just be blessed that with whatever situation you've had, that it could always have been worse. Like, yes, my mother was killed and everything, but I mean, we could not know who did it. He could be on the run. It could get so much worse than what it is. And I just thank God for the level of how you say, just the level of simplicity that is in this situation, because it could be so much worse. You just have to know that you have to move on. Sad to say it, it's gonna take a nice little bit of time to it's gonna take some time to get over. I mean, you'll never get over it. You're always gonna get through it, and you're always gonna have to carry that sack on your back. And please don't allow it to mess up any future relationships that you have with people. As hard as that is to say, man, I'm just like, it's easier said than done, y'all. Isn't it always, though? Tip number 9 is you have to find hobbies and things to take your mind off of the situation. It's going to be hard. You're not going to just, the day after the funeral or the day after you hear about the experience, you're just going to, go and club with your friends. But you have to live your life. You have to continue living life for that person. The last thing they want is to see you crying and sitting around, boo-hoo, just getting fat, eating all your snickerdoodles and Oreo cookies because you just can't do it, because you got your food stamp card and the government wasn't shut down. But yeah, you have to continue living your life. Like, it's not fair to you to stop. It's not fair to those who love you. No one wants to see you. Well, you might got some haters out there. They might want to see you down, shorty. But don't let them see you down, bro. Don't let them see you down. Okay? Because that's all I kept saying to myself. It's like, I know people are going to think that, oh, she crazy now. She going to be tripping, da-da-da-da-da. I have to trip crippled a few people because people thought I was playing with them. They thought I was playing. But I had to like turn into a completely different person once my mother passed, because I knew at this point, I am my own best friend. I cannot go to anybody that will have my best interests at heart anymore. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. I hope nobody gets offended, but that's just how I feel. I feel like I don't have anybody that totally cares about me, and that are definitely in my corner. You know, I just feel like I have to really, you know, accelerate on that, get grown up, understand responsibilities. These are obstacles. You know what I'm saying? Just really have to put my head on, my thinking cap on, you know what I'm saying? Strap it up like the teacher said, you know what I'm saying? Strap them junks to my shoestrings, all of that. You know what I'm saying? Tuck my shirt in. Whatever I have to do to make sure that I stay focused, I'm happy, and I'm not depressed. I went to a therapist recently. I put it on Facebook or whatever. I stopped going because I said I don't have to come here to talk to you about this. I have a journal that I have been using for a while now. Oh, a journal I've been using for a while now. My homeboy got it for me, and I just been writing everything in it. I have like before my mother's murder, I wrote about her and his relationship. During it, afterward, I just wrote a lot of stuff, some things that I had going on in my life that I was really excited about. And it's strange to go back and read how you were feeling, because, you know, when people get angry and they do things, you know what I'm saying, I don't really know how to explain it, but keeping a journal is something I like to do. I don't write in it every day. I'm not an everyday writer, but I do like to, like, if I'm really mad, I'd be like, I'd be mad writing in the journal, and then I go back and read. I'll be like, oh, T, you don't need to feel that way no more. You was mad. You was hurt, girl. Don't let them get you mad like that no more. You know what I'm saying? But you have to find some hobbies, whether it be to go out with your friends every Tuesday, have some people come over your house. No matter what it is, you will have to move on. And that's okay. Okay, if you and this person are like super close, please, for those of us who don't believe in ghosts and things like that, I do believe that we are spiritual beings having human experiences. When someone that is very close passes, you will experience supernatural things that will confuse you and will seem coincidental, but you have to understand that there are things bigger than us. Some people believe there isn't. I'm one of the people who does believe there are things that are greater than us, and life doesn't end with this humanly body, because, you know what I'm saying, I want to redo these tattoos differently. My next life, I'm doing something different. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could start over. So I'm like, this can't be it. This can't be it. But regardless of my tattoos, when my mother passed, I experienced some things that I don't even want to really share with you guys, unless somebody asks me to do a video about that. Because I don't want people to get all creeped out like, oh, she weird. I mean, yes, I'm weird. I've been weird. So, everybody that's famous is weird. I mean, shoot, put me on. But no, really. I experienced some supernatural things, and it was like, they put me at peace. They really put me at peace to know that the person that I was longing for was okay, and that they were near, whether I could see them or not. Things, I don't know, man. I really just can't explain this tip, but when someone that's really close to you passes, they may reach out to you, and just remember, I said it first. And my last and final thing that will happen to you when your loved one dies is that they will live on in your heart forever. Like, forever, ever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. Ever. Like, they will always be right here in your heart. And for me, they will be, my mom will be right here in my little locket she got me for my 21st birthday. I don't take this necklace off. I mean, I just don't take it off. She told me never to take it off. You know, I take it off sometimes when I have to wear other things. It just clashes. But you know what I'm saying? As soon as I am done whatever I'm doing, I put this right back on. It's like my good luck charm. It would probably be my family heirloom. So yeah, they will be forever in your heart, and you have to live on for them. Be strong for them. Remember that this is not the end. You will see them in the next lifetime, or maybe there's a waiting room in the next life before you go. You never know. Y'all get to talk it out and say, girl, did you see that when they did it? Girl, didn't I check? Girl, all of that. So just remember, this is not the end. It's just the beginning. Just remember that your family member will always be in your heart, and it is up to you to live on for them and to be strong. And until then, if you like this video, please subscribe and please tune in again for my next vid. Thanks.